This is Morten from Inkish. We are here still the first day at Fantastic Printing United in Las Vegas, being with my best friend. I think you must be my best friend, Julie.
Hi, nice to see you.
I can't help thinking about, because I mean, you're the one that interviewed me. You're the one that gave me the wonderful T-shirts, and I guess that's probably because my clothing taste is not good enough. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No worries. So we're here at Printing United. How is it to be back here in Las Vegas?
Well, it's for sure that we had a very big, successful Drupa show, and we wanted to bring some of our innovations and technologies here in the US at Printing United. So we're very excited to be here.
I can tell you, every time I saw your booth at Drupa, it was like crowded. There was a lot of people, right? And I guess you were like one of the exhibitors that really benefited from being there, right?
Yes, definitely. I mean, yes, there were talks about traffic and this and that, but for us, we had a very successful Drupa. We're about automation, about innovation, and yeah, we met a lot of customers.
Every year we meet each other. I mean, we see each other. I'm very happy that we see each other quite frequently. But every time we get to this show, the Printing United show, it seems that you have new iterations or new software, new solutions. Last year you presented it with a flatbed solution that was like new to the Ultimate suite, right? You have in the meanwhile changed name, and now you are focusing on Ultimate BestCut. I mean, tell me a little bit before we talk about the product. Tell me a little about how you see the world from an Ultimate perspective.
Yeah, well, we always want to bring something new, have a good understanding of our customers' challenges for today and future challenges, and how we can bring solutions to help them overcome these challenges. So last year we had a nesting solution together with Kongsberg cutting table. I was also a very successful showing. But at this show, we really wanted to address the issues with staff shortages everywhere around the world. Customers we talk to, this is an issue that they have and is common and that they have to overcome. There's different ways, I guess, in our industry we can deal with that. Sure, we can try to recruit young people, we can train them. There's a lot of initiatives happening. But another way too is to make these devices even more comprehensible, easier to use, and that's what we're doing with the Ultimate BestCut project with this EcoTech paper cutter.
It also seems to me like a little bit, we're going to talk about it in details in a moment, but from my perspective, it looks a little bit like that. I mean, Impostrip has been like the main product for you for many, many years, and you still had some of the bindery was also product that was in the portfolio, but it seems that you have like a renewed focus on bringing these, let's say, branches out of the automation journey. And I remember we spoke about, I think it was maybe last year, how you see that 2024, maybe 2025 are the years where customers should really look into how many different workflows they have and maybe consider consolidating this. Is that also part of what you're doing in order to make it, let's say, easier for people to choose Ultimate as the sole supplier, or?
Well, there's a word that's being used a lot, which is conversions. Yeah. So definitely, customers that were only doing books are now doing books, in commercial and wide format, and getting into labels and some packaging. So customers are trying to produce all kinds of products, and so with our solution, it's a professional imposition solution that's dynamic, has the power, the speed, but also can address all these applications. So it doesn't matter, if they want to do a box on their wide format or a book on their digital press, they can use Ultimate Impostrip for that reliably and to get the throughput that they need for their productivity.
So let's dig a little bit into BestCut, because I mean, obviously we have a guillotine behind you, and we're going to get a demo in a moment. But what is the idea of let's say, automating the guillotine process?
It's basically, this is you need skilled operators to operate a paper cutter. And as we talked about, some of these skills are sometimes hard to come by. So the idea is, how can we simplify their lives as well as make it easier for anybody to operate the guillotine? For example, what happens if your operator is sick one day or on vacation? All the jobs we don't want all the jobs to just stack up on the floor. We want jobs to get out of the door. Yeah. That's the objective of automating it. So this BestCut can tie into the workflow via JDF. It's an open solution, so it can be tied into any workflow, of course, with Ultimate Bindery and Impostrip as well, but it can also be interfaced with any workflow. And basically it will indicate to the cutter the measurements, as well as the best sequence of actions
Yeah.
to cut the job as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible, and we can even estimate, the ETA of when the job will be finished based on the operator's skill level.
Yeah, because I was just about to say that when it comes down to what it actually does, is that the sequence is very important, because if you have complex imposed jobs, of course the sequence is not like non-important, right? It needs to be done in the right sequence, right? Does that also allow you to do even better impositions? Because now if you combine the cutting with very good impositions, then you can basically utilize the substrates even better, or?
Well, imposition is about finishing. So when we create, imposition process, we always factor how the solution is going to be finished anyway. So we tying that all together is always very important. But definitely, there's a lot of time savings that can be done. Some jobs, are taking a long time to cut. So saving any time there definitely helps to get more jobs out the door, and that's what we want to simplify.
I have a question, and it's not intended to be a provocation, but I have to ask you anyway, because when we have been visiting a lot of your customers, it seems that some of your customers are really utilizing your software to the max, right? But also some of the customers seems to only scratching the surface. When you have all these types of products, do people understand how they interconnect and operate, or is there a big learning process for you? I mean, I know you do webinars and of course also the videos you do with us, and you're very, very good at marketing in general, but how do you actually get people to utilize your software to the max?
Well, we offer training programs, and of course we go as fast as we can go with the customer. So we go at the speed that the customer wants to go at. They have they're juggling with a lot of different challenges in their businesses, and we're there to help them when it's needed. So we train them, we can help them leverage even more the solutions. So we have a team of experts that they can rely on. So yes, this is how we do it. But of course we can only go at the speed the customer wants to go at.
Of course. It must be like that, right? If you look at from an investment perspective, is it a short repayment time and on these kind of investments?
I mean, ROI is a no-brainer with our solutions. The amount of savings that customers get, from automating the processes, within days or weeks, and in some cases hours, and they get the ROI on the solution. So.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right now you're showing it on this guillotine from it's the best, what is it called, the company you work with?
It's a Itotech SC series paper cutter, and it's here brought with Best Graphics.
Okay, with Best Graphics. And I was just thinking, because we spoke about before we turned on the camera that it requires like a high level integration, because you need to communicate both ways with the machine. So of course you cannot put it on any machine. Are you working with other manufacturers of getting this as part of their offerings as well, or?
Currently what is available is what you see here at the show.
Okay, yeah. But you can imagine, like you also did with Bindery, starting to look into different partnerships, basically.
I mean, of course, we have the knowledge to do this kind of integration. Yeah. So, we don't know where the future holds.
Okay, so this is good opportunity for selling these Itotech machines, right? Okay.
Yes, well, it definitely makes them very attractive, because it makes them even easier to use. Yeah. It's a very modern interface, so to attract a younger workforce, this is an ideal solution. I think print service providers can use technology to attract this younger workforce. So definitely encourage them to take a look at this solution.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much.